And her gold is not in her. She's a diamond under her. Wanna lay you down, I'll try my heart. Though I know gold is not in her. And her gold is not in her. She's a diamond.
Hey guys, it's irlane and welcome to this week's video. I'm really excited to be filming it because it is how to start a successful YouTube channel. Before I start, I want to say the giveaway winner. Obviously the giveaway is over now. Thank you to everyone who entered my hashtag #WonderLane giveaway. I had a lot of entries and I got a lot of followers and subscribers and more of you guys joined the family, and I'm really happy, but sadly there has to be one winner. Drum roll, please. Daniela A. Benfield. You won the giveaway and you're gonna win the awesome prizes that were mentioned in that video. So be sure to leave maybe your email or any social medias I can contact you on so I can send you your prize and get your information and all that jazz. Anyway, now that that's out of the way, let's get into more detail about this video. So it is now 2016, everyone has New Year's resolutions, some people want to start a YouTube channel, and a lot of you guys are always asking me, how do I edit my thumbnails, what editor do I use, what camera do I use, and all that jazz, so I'm going to tell you in this video, so let's get started. Alright, so to start off, I'm just going to give you a little background information on this channel. So, I've been on YouTube for about 5 or 6 years now. I actually started like just making YouTube videos in I think 2010 or 2011. And I started this channel June 13th, 2013, so it was in the middle of summertime and I was bored. I wanted to try new video styles, so I made this one. And as you know, I revamped my channel, and I revamped it December 26th, 2013 because I wasn't liking my videos, and then I had just got my iPad for Christmas, so I wanted to try something different. And that's basically the history of Suburban Maid 012. So now on to the important stuff. Alright, so one of the most important things about your channel is what camera you use. The camera defines the quality of your videos, how you look, how focused you are, if you're out of focus, and everything of that nature. For anyone wondering, the camera I am currently using right now, is the Canon Rebel T1i, and this is actually my brother's camera, but he lets me use it. It's actually discontinued off the Canon website and then the B&H Photo Video website. I have a link to it on Amazon if you want to get it because I think it's a pretty good camera. I like the quality, I like everything of it. But when I first started YouTube in general, I used an iPod Touch 4th generation. It was good for what it was at the time because I was just making American Girl doll videos. And I got this camera for Christmas. It's the Samsung ST500 TL220, and it films HD. It's just like kind of weird HD, like it wasn't the HD I wanted. It's kind of like bad quality HD. And I filmed a couple videos with it on this channel actually. I think it's my 599 fashion haul. And then I got an iPad mini for Christmas, and my mom had an iPad Air, so I used both of those for my videos. Now, one of the big things for a camera is just to make sure that it's HD and good quality, because everyone hates, especially myself, hates watching a video with bad quality. So if you have an iPhone or an iPad or whatever, or just a regular camera sitting around the house with good quality that no one's using, any camera like that with just good HD quality that's good for you and you can use it, that's good. But do not ever, and I repeat, do not ever, if you're just making a YouTube channel, don't go out and buy a DSLR because those are really expensive, and once you buy them, and I'm pretty sure your parents won't let you return it or exchange it, anything like that, because you want to make sure you actually want to do YouTube and that you like it if you want to upgrade to a camera like this one or a Canon 70 or 70D or whatever. So that's why I say just start small, make your way up, and if you like it, and if you want to keep doing YouTube, then you upgrade eventually to a DSLR. Going along with the themes of cameras is your lens. So the lens is just as important as the camera. Some lenses have like different quality settings, focusing, how focused you are, how where the background is and everything like that. So it's really important to invest in a good lens. The current lens I'm using came with my camera is the Canon 18 to 55 millimeter lens, and a lot of Canon cameras come with a lens already unless you just buy the body with no lens. And all the Canon cameras always come with an 18 to whatever millimeter lens because that's just the basicest one, and it's a good lens in general. So when buying a lens, you want to make sure that it has good quality and most importantly a good depth of field. If you don't know what depth of field is, the simplest definition I can come up with is how focused the subject is, and I'm the subject right now, so how blurry your background is. So as you can tell, my background is kind of sort of blurry. It's not like too blurry, but it's not too focused either. And why I say it's really important for your lens to have a good depth of field, because the one thing I hate is when everything is focused and you divert your attention to everything else behind the subject instead of the subject itself. So that's why I like to make sure Olaf is kind of blurred out, but he's there and you're gonna look at him, but not as much as you're gonna look at me, since I'm the main focus and I'm in focus, so you wanna look at me more than you wanna look at Olaf, unless you're just Olaf obsessed. That's not the point. This lens is $200 or $199.99 on the Canon website, so if you want to get it, I'll link it down below in the description. The most popular lens that some of your favorite YouTubers use is the Sigma 30mm f1.4 EX-DC lens, because the depth of field is amazing on that and the quality is to die for. Now that lens is really expensive and it actually discontinued on Sigma and the B&H photo video website, so I have a link to it that I found on Amazon, so you can get it if you want it. But a cheaper and good duplicate for that is the Canon EF 50mm f1.4 lens, which is $400 or $399.99 if you want to get that, because it has the same qualities and everything. But I've heard kind of sort of bad reviews on the Canon one, but better ones for the Sigma, but they're pretty much still the same thing, just the Canon one is a cheaper price. So in summary, make sure your lens is good, the depth of field is good, and it's a nice lens and that you're the focus, background not the focus, you get the point. So the biggest question I get on any social media is, Irlane, how do you edit your videos? Now, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, my editing is the simplest editing that you will ever hear about ever on YouTube, okay? All I do to edit my videos is just cut out the parts I don't want and add background music. Mind's blown, I know, it's really surprising, but my editing is so basic, and when I say all I do is cut out the parts I don't want and add music, that's literally all I do, and then I add like cool effects all over it afterwards. But the gist of it is just that. And when you're editing, I do recommend to cut out like parts you don't want to make the video run smoother and, you know, keep your audience engaged. Cut out parts like this where you're kind of like blank for a little bit, because if that was me, I would just leave the video because I hate long dragged videos like that. So you just cut out everything you don't need and then put in and keep what you want to make the video run smoother, and like I said, keep your audience nice and engaged. And then I like to add music because I hate when the videos are too silent and quiet, and that's just kind of awkward for me. Just make everything kind of fun and happier, you know? There's actually a channel on YouTube, her name is Gabrielle Marie, and she has a bunch of editing hacks and tips and everything like that for you to use. She has green screen footage you can use, kaleidoscope footage, different animations and everything that you can use that can help make your videos just that much better. If you want to upgrade your editing a little bit but not like pay a bunch for it, you can just use her footage. So I'll have a link to her channel down below. It's amazing and she is so helpful. I actually use some of her effects myself. But on to what I use to edit, since that's what most of you are probably here for. So when I first started, I obviously had an iPod 4 and I used the editor called Splice. I have it on my phone right now. It's exactly what I wanted. It was super basic. It was just cutting out parts I don't want, adding music. There's no special effects or anything. It was just simply that. When I got my iPad, I got iMovie, and that used to be free, but now it's $5.99 I think in the App Store. So if you want to invest in that, it's not super expensive, and you can get iMovie. It's also really basic. They have really nice transitions. They have pre-downloaded music you can use in your videos and everything like that. You can put filters on your videos and all that, slow it down, speed it up. It's really nice, and that's what I've been using for most of this channel. And as you guys know, an iPad doesn't have that much to work with to make your videos look more professional looking, So to add cool effects on top of my videos, I use Game Your Video, which is free in the App Store. But the only thing is that if you don't pay $1.99, there's going to be a watermark in the corner, but I never really cared about that because it's about the content, not the watermark. To add text on top of my videos, I used Font, which is from the makers of Fonto, and it's really cool. You can add animations to the text, change the color, change the size, choose the font. It's really awesome. And then to color correct my videos on the iPad, such as making the saturation higher so it can be more colorful, I used Color Time. Now onto the editor I use now on my computer. So I just got Wondershare Video Editor when I got my laptop for Christmas. It is free and it has a free trial, but the thing that sucks about the free trial is that there's a big watermark on your video when you use the free trial. So in order to get that watermark off, you have to register, but you have to pay for that. So what I did is kind of cheating, but it works. I just got someone's Wondershare login on the computer, registered, and it worked, and it got rid of my watermark. Pay, purchase, free, and I was very happy, but it's a very cheap way of doing it. So if you're gonna feel bad about doing it, then don't do it and pay for it. And that's a really good editor. It comes with different transitions, it has sound effects, it has footage you can use prior. It has really cool like text animation, it has picture-in-picture, and everything that you would dream of. It's an amazing editor. And then I used Windows Movie Maker for a short time. That is also free to download. You don't have to pay for anything in that. There's no watermark, no nothing. It's just a really basic one. It's not as complicated as Wondershare. It's just really basic, has basic transitions. You can add in your own music and pictures and everything. It doesn't have picture-in-picture or anything like that. It's just really basic and simple. So if you're just starting, I do recommend Windows Movie Maker. And if you're on an Apple computer, you can use iMovie, which is free on the computer. And then also for Apple is Final Cut Pro, which is amazing. I've used it before, but it's really complicated to use, I will say, if you're not like an editing master. And the also downside to it is that it's $300. So unless you know for sure that you're gonna use it and that you really want to upgrade your editing, buy Final Cut Pro. But if you aren't ready for that yet, just stick to iMovie or Windows Movie Maker because they're just as good as Final Cut Pro. Another one I found on the computer was Pinnacle Studio, and I used that on my iPad for a short amount of time too. It's $9.99 in the App Store, but it's also available on the computer, like I said, with the different packs. There's obviously like a beginner pack, a premium, and a premium pro. So depending on which pack you buy, that's how much it's gonna cost. I'd say Pinnacle Studio is just as good as Final Cut Pro and way much of a cheaper price. So it's really nice and I really recommend it. Now on to how you actually film your videos. The biggest tip I can give you when filming a video is to dress nice and presentable. Obviously you don't have to like flashy dress. You obviously don't have to dress all the way down. I'm literally wearing athletic shorts right now and fuzzy socks. Another one is to make sure that you're projecting your voice towards the camera. Every camera comes with a built-in microphone, but sometimes the microphone sucks and sometimes it's good. So if you don't have a super cool like shotgun mic or lapel microphone to put on yourself, then just project your voice. You do not have to shout at the camera. I don't talk little like this, but just project your voice to get loud enough. I don't know why I'm doing this with my fingers. But like I said, if you want to amp up the audio, then you can buy a shotgun microphone to put on top of your camera or a lapel microphone to clip on yourself. Another one is to make sure that you're always in focus, because one thing I hate is a video that's not focused. Just please make sure you're focused. If you want to make sure you're focused, you can buy a viewfinder, or if your camera comes with one, you can get one. My camera doesn't come with a viewfinder, so I use like a makeshift viewfinder. I have my iPad right there on a tripod and my camera's here. I actually found this really cool aperture like plug-in viewfinder you can stick in your camera and put on top from photodx.com, so I'll put a link in the description if you want, and a picture floating around if you want to see what it looks like. You can also use a camera remote, and I'll have a link to that on Amazon if you want to get it. And then the biggest I can give you, like the second biggest, is to make sure that your camera is still, because a lot of people, including myself, I get dizzy and get headaches when I see really shaky camera work, and I try to like fix my iPad so it can be still even though it does nothing when I'm watching the video. Just please make sure that you have a tripod or a makeshift tripod, or just stack a bunch of books on top of your camera and you're good to go. Another big one I get is how do you come up with your video ideas? So a way you can come up with video ideas for your videos is to see what popular videos are being uploaded at the moment and make your own twist on them. So right now it's January obviously, so no one's making any type of specific video, but near the end of the month people are going to make Valentine's Day videos. So you can maybe find some different DIYs on Pinterest, which is another good way to come up with video ideas. You can find DIYs on Pinterest and make videos of those. And then you can even find relatable relatable situations in your own life, say you're a vlogger, that you think people can obviously relate to, and then make a video out of it, and then you can get a lot of engagement from that, and maybe even a couple laughs, because I love watching videos that I can relate to, because I'm like, oh yeah, that happened to me once too, you know? And people like that. Just get anything that helps the creative juices flowing.
You ever dream?
So, a lot of you guys are always asking me, Irlane, how do you make your thumbnails? Because I've actually changed the way I've made my thumbnails. It starts from my Get Ready With Me pool day, and everything above that is my new thumbnail style. So I actually make all my thumbnails on my iPad, and I've been doing it for the longest time because I hate making it on the computer. I just feel like it's such a longer, unnecessary process. So I just do everything on the mobile and then send it to myself and upload it. Thumbnails are really important because it's almost like a preview of what your video is going to look like. So you should make it just as good quality as the actual video is, because a lot of people choose like which videos they're going to watch depending if the thumbnail is really eye-catching or really boring. So make sure it's really eye-catching, appealing to the eye, nice color, nice everything. The recommended thumbnail size is 16 by 9, so anything smaller or bigger than that, everything won't fit in the little thumbnail box. So all the apps I use for my thumbnails are Autodesk Pixlr, UDoodle Plus, Adobe Photoshop, Fonto, and Rookie Cam. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Adobe Photoshop Mix, because that's how I make myself like separate from the background, because it has a cutout tool and you can just cut yourself out and then it'll make your picture a PNG, which is a transparent background, and that's how I just kind of separate myself from the rest of the picture. And then I'll use UDoodle Plus to do that little outline of myself around myself like I do. And then I use Autodesk Pixlr to put the PNG photo of myself on top of another picture, and I use the double exposure feature to do that. And I also use it to crop my like background picture to 16:9 if it's not 16:9 already. And then I use Fonto to add the super cool text on top of my pictures. I'll use Beebus, Blacklisted, Always on the Heart, all the popular fonts that a lot of YouTubers use for their thumbnails. That's what I use. And I use defont.com to download all my fonts onto that app. And then lastly, I'll use Rookie Cam to add that super cool colorful border on the thumbnail, and then up the saturation in that app too. And once I'm done with that, the thumbnail is finished. It sounds like a really complicated process, but trust me, it's really simple, especially when you can do it really fast. Now, if you don't like making your thumbnails on the iPad, then there are two websites. The most popular one is PicMonkey.com. There's a bunch of features on there, and even more features if you upgrade to Royale. And then Ribbit.com is really awesome. I've used it before. It's not my favorite, but it's pretty good for what it is. So those two websites, you can use those if you don't like editing your stuff on the iPad like I do.
Wanna be who?
Another really big important thing about your YouTube channel is your YouTube banner. Your YouTube banner is basically your channel, like all those videos that you make combined into one strip. So the recommended YouTube banner size is 2048 by 1152. Do not, and I repeat, do not use the recommended size that's in the like bottom right hand corner when you like trying to upload your banner. Don't use that recommended size, because I've used that before and it's too big. I'll actually have a link down below to the YouTube banner template that I found online. It has the sizes for mobile, tablet, desktop, and then how it'll look on the TV. So it has all those sizes you need, and it'll show you where to put your text and everything. So I also make my banners on my iPad. That's a really complicated process, but when I first started making my banners, I used PicMonkey.com. Make your banner eye-catching. Make sure it has your YouTube name or your real name, depending on what you want to go by. Have any type of symbols or whatever that describes you good. You can add a flower, hearts, whatever. You can add your social media links in your banner, a cutout of you, a picture of you. I don't care. Just make it perfectly represent your channel and what you are all about. Sponsorships are really important because they're also really fun to do, but are very big aspect of your channel. So if you don't know what a sponsorship is pretty much companies who are reaching out to you to review their product, talk about an app, or whatever it is that they want you to talk about related to their company, and you're uploading it to your channel, so it can be in the form of a review. You can just talk about it briefly, and that's considered a sponsored video, I guess. It's pretty much to help gain attention for their company and your channel, because I know some of them put like your video review on their website, so it's really good and really fun. But my biggest tip for sponsors is to make sure that you're not sponsoring something that you genuinely don't care about or won't really find a use for. So this is kind of TMI, but
I just got my period in December.
and there's this company called Hello Flow. Well, they'll like send you a box related to anything related to your period. It wouldn't make much sense if I got that box, made a review of it, and then said,
Oh my gosh, this is really good for when I'm on my period.
if I wasn't on my period anytime before December. Viewers can also tell when you're being fake about a company or anything like that, because they're like ninjas. I don't know what the people of YouTube are, but they're like ninjas and they can tell when you're fake so fast. So sponsor something that you actually care about and that you're gonna find use for and that you think your viewers are gonna enjoy, because I don't know about you, but I actually sometimes go and check out the stuff that people talk about in their videos, and if you say it's good and then the person gets it and it's bad, then they're gonna be mad at you, and you can also lose trust from your viewers if you lie about stuff like that, and it's really hard to get it back. And they'll hold you against that for it too, like they'll hold grudges. So make sure that you're really truthful and honest about anything you sponsor. So my favorite category, network partnerships, aka the
Money making fun.
So networking partners just allow you to make money from making videos, which is what you do anyway. The most popular networks I've heard of on YouTube is obviously the YouTube Partner Program, Style Hall, which is what I'm a part of, and then Big Crib Network, which is Makeup by Mandy 24 is on, Aiden Alexander, really all your favorite YouTubers are a part of that network, and I've heard really good reviews about it. And then also Awesomeness TV too, because I've heard some people are a part of that network. Joining a network can allow you to gain more views and subscribers. Sometimes they'll feature you on their channel. It's just a really nice opportunity for you to make money on what you already love to do and then get more subscribers and views and everything just from being a part of it. Like I said, I am a part of Style Hall, and I've been a part of Style Hall for almost a year now, and I'm really happy to be a part of it. It's really fun and I enjoy it. But please, when you join a network or get an email from a network or anything saying that they want you to join it, or you want to join it manually yourself, make sure that it's legit. Cause just yesterday actually, I got an email from this random network. I've never even heard of it. Something like, we want you to join your network, you can get all this and that, and they'll be like, it's so much better than the YouTube Partner Program and everything like that. Make sure it's legit. Now some of them are legit. If you haven't heard of them, some of them are legit. But if you haven't heard of it and you're really like shady about it, double check, go on their website if they have a website or anything like that. Sometimes even the email that you get looks sketchy. So if it looks sketchy, don't even bother with it. Just please be careful and make sure it's legit. Do your research on the thing before you do anything with it, and then you'll be So another big one that everyone always asks is, how do you even get views on your videos fast? So something that's really important is to tag your videos. Now when I say tag your videos, when you upload your YouTube video on the upload page, there's your title, there's your description, and then underneath that is this box that says tags. Now tags is basically keywords that you can put in there, so that way when someone's searching a video related to that topic of your video, then it'll be easier to find. So this video is obviously about how to start a successful YouTube channel. So in the tags, I put YouTube, YouTuber, channel. I'll even put the title in there, how to start a successful YouTube channel. Sometimes I'll put the little words bit by bit, how to start a successful YouTube channel. Like I'll put my video type, I'll do beauty, fashion, cosmetics, and everything. I'll put my name in there. I'll put girl, I'll put teen, I'll put teenager. The more tags you put in there, the easier it'll be to find your video. So make sure you put as many tags in there as you can. Another thing you can do is make YouTube friends, because you can do collabs with your YouTube friends. The subscribers from your YouTube friends channel and then subscribers from your channel, you'll get subscribers evenly from both channels. You can also join a collab channel. I joined 7 Epic Dancers obviously a while ago. I remember I had just got 100 subscribers on Inspiring Dancer Irlane, and then I got 200 subscribers in one day once I joined, and I was really happy. But making YouTube friends, joining collab channels, and tagging your videos are the biggest 3 tips I can give you for getting views fast. So to wrap up this video, I'm just going to summarize everything with the biggest tips I can give you in general about starting a channel. So number 1, make sure that you're always yourself and do not copy anyone else. Why copy My Life as Ava or Alicia Marie when there's already a My Life as Ava or Alicia Marie? no one's gonna subscribe to you because they're already subscribed to someone like that. So why would they subscribe to someone else who does the same exact thing? Number 2 is to never expect to be YouTube famous overnight. Everyone has to start somewhere to get somewhere they are now. And number 3 is to have fun with making a YouTube. Do not start a YouTube channel for the money, for the fame, or for the subscribers, because people are gonna tell when you want that. They're gonna call you fake and they're gonna unsubscribe. And even I can tell. I've unsubscribed to many people before because you can easily tell when they're doing YouTube just because of that. Like, they want the money, they want the fame, and they want to be known. So please just be real, be you, and then you will slowly get subscribers, you'll get views, and your channel is gonna grow. I promise you. Alright, so that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching and sitting with me. I know this is probably really long, but I still hope it helped you. If you have any questions, you know what to do. Comment them in the comment section below and I'll try and answer them. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already and give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I love you guys so much and I'll see you in the next video.